guys, welcome to Lux Lover. Today I will be doing a comparison of the Louis Vuitton Cosmetic Pouch in the GM size to the PM size. I will go ahead and talk about the detailed features. I'll show you how much and what you can actually fit inside of each of the cosmetic pouches. And I will also let you know if I think it's worth the cost, and of course go over wear and tear. So if that sounds like something you're interested in watching, I hope you'd consider subscribing to the channel. And also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, let's talk about the detailed features of the cosmetic pouch in the GM size. The GM size is currently only available in the classic monogram print. Once upon a time, it was available in the beautiful Damier Ebene print that is currently featured in today's video, as well as Damier Azur. Louis Vuitton has since discontinued those two prints. However, you can still get the GM size and the classic monogram print. The GM cosmetic pouch retails for $675 or 450 euros. It is 8.5 inches in length, 5.9 inches in height, and 2.4 inches wide. Here's a look at the interior of the GM cosmetic pouch. So it features the beautiful red washable lining, and that is only available in the Damier Ebene print. The one in the classic monogram features a beautiful beige lining. It also comes with a large slip pocket towards the back. On the opposite side, you also have another slip pocket that you can insert a lipstick, a rollerball perfume, or even a small compact makeup brush, followed by another slit compartment. The cosmetic pouch in the PM size is available in the classic monogram print, which is featured in today's video. You can also get it in the beautiful Damier Ebene print as well as Damier Azur, and it is also available in Epi as well as Empreinte leather. The PM cosmetic pouch in all three canvas prints retails for $550 or 375 euros. It is 6.7 inches in length, 4.7 inches in height, and 2.4 inches wide. Here's a look at the interior of the PM cosmetic pouch, and it features the beige wipeable lining. It has one small slip pocket towards the back. Unlike the GM cosmetic pouch, you have no other interior pockets. So here's a side-by-side comparison. Here's a look at the interior of the GM and comparison to the interior of the PM. So I would say the major difference when it comes to the PM versus the GM is that you have additional organization inside. But other than that, the interior is very similar. And here's a side-by-side view of both of the cosmetic pouches so that you can see how long the GM cosmetic pouch is in comparison to the PM. Here are the cosmetic pouches on top of each other. So here you can see a significant difference in size. So as you can see, the GM is significantly longer and taller than the PM. And here I'll give you a top overview. Here's a side view of both of the cosmetic pouches, and both of them feature leather tab. The one in monogram print is going to come with untreated vachette leather, whereas the Damier Ebene version comes with the treated leather tab. In terms of how long I've owned both of these pieces, the monogram print was my very first cosmetic pouch. In fact, it was the only cosmetic pouch that I had for quite some time before I decided to go ahead and purchase the Damier Azur as well as Damier Ebene version. This particular cosmetic pouch, I've had it in my collection for 11 years. As far as wear and tear, I'm going to get a little bit closer. As you guys can see, just a little bit of wear on the vachette leather. The vachette leather has softened tremendously given how long I've had this piece. Here you can see the raw untreated leather. The great thing about the Damier Ebene version, and I'm not sure why Louis Vuitton decided to discontinue this piece, is the fact that you will not see any wear on the treated leather tab because of the fact the leather, number one, is darker than the untreated vachette leather, and of course because it's Damier Ebene. And when it comes to the GM cosmetic pouch, I've owned it for 6 years now, and you can definitely see a difference in terms of the hardware that Louis Vuitton chose to use in both pieces. The zipper pull on the PM cosmetic pouch is a little bit lighter, so it's a light gold colored hardware, whereas the zipper pull that is on the GM Cosmetic Pouch is a darker yellow hardware. And here's a closer look of the color of the hardware. Here's a look at the bottom of the cosmetic pouches. So it's just one piece of continuous canvas. Same with the opposite side. They both feature the treated and untreated leather tab. Now let me show you what you can actually fit in each cosmetic pouch and how I like to use them. As far as the GM Cosmetic Pouch, it doesn't get as much use as the PM Cosmetic Pouch because I primarily use this piece for travel. So when I am traveling, I like to keep all of my makeup and compact brushes in this particular pouch. Whereas this one, I use it every single day inside of my monogram handbags. And because of the fact that I also own it in Damier Azur as well as Damier Ebene, I like to be matchy-matchy. I prefer to use the corresponding cosmetic pouch that will match that handbag. Here's a look at everything that I currently have stored inside of the PM Cosmetic Pouch. And these are beauty essentials that I use on a daily basis. So I just transfer them out of this cosmetic pouch to insert them into another one if I'm using my Damier Ebene or Damier Azur on that given day. But I primarily have a Fenty Beauty compact mirror. I have my Chanel double-sided mirror, some Chanel blotting paper, my Chanel La Crème Me hand lotion, so that fits perfectly given the shape of this hand lotion. I have one lipstick and a lip balm. So as you guys can see, it fits quite a bit, and I still have plenty of room if I want to add other beauty essentials, but this is all I need on a daily basis for a touch-up. I don't really need anything else. So this is perfect for me, and this is what I typically carry every single day inside of my handbags. But as you guys can see, you still have plenty of room if you want to add other makeup essentials. And then in this flat pocket here, if you own the Chanel double face mirror, that will fit perfectly inside of the slip pocket, or you can also insert tissue if you like to carry tissue inside of your cosmetic pouches. And here is a close-up of everything that I currently have stored inside. Now let me go ahead and close her up so that you can see how she looks fully closed. And there you go, guys. As you guys can see, it closes perfectly. Because it's a dome shaped cosmetic pouch, the zipper pull is going to be a little bit wonky, but it's not excessive in my opinion. I'm okay with the way it is. It's not too distorted in my personal opinion. That is something to be expected given the shape of this cosmetic pouch. So don't expect it to be perfect because of the dome shape. Here's a look at everything that I currently have stored inside of the GM cosmetic pouch. As I mentioned, I only use this for travel, and this is all that I need to carry with me when I'm traveling. I have my Chanel compact foundation, another Chanel compact powder. I have a Yves Saint Laurent bronzer in here. So as you guys can see, it does fit quite a bit of compacts. And then I have my Chanel brush followed by a variety of lipsticks. I also have some travel size mascara. I also have a small sample size Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat primer that I like to use when I'm traveling. You can fit a variety of compacts in various shapes. And if you also like to carry eyeshadow palettes with you, those will also fit perfectly inside of the GM cosmetic pouch. Since I already have a variety of lipsticks and, as you guys can see, lip glosses as well, what I decided to do so that I can have quick and easy access is one of my favorite concealers by Dior. Now this one has been discontinued. It's an oldie but goodie. That way I have quick access to my concealer and it's not mixed in with the variety of lipsticks and lip glosses that I currently have stored inside. And same with this pocket here. You can easily fit one of your compact mirrors. If you have a small size compact eyeshadow palette, that will fit perfectly inside of this pocket. Or if you just want to carry tissue, you can also do that as well. And here is a close-up of everything that I currently have stored inside of the GM cosmetic pouch. As you guys can see, I still have plenty of room if I want to add other makeup essentials, but this is all I need for any given trip, so there is no need for me to add anything else. But you do have the capacity to add a little bit more. The only thing that you want to be cautious of, if you are going to fill it to the brim, again, as I mentioned, when you do close it, the zipper will be a little bit wonky because of the dome shape. Look at what the GM cosmetic pouch looks like when it's fully stuffed and closed. You can fit a variety of cosmetic goodies inside of the GM or the PM size. In terms of which one I would recommend, if you're looking for an everyday makeup pouch, I would recommend going for the PM cosmetic pouch because it is going to fit all of your beauty essentials. Unless you like to carry tons of makeup with you, then I would say go for the GM. The reason why I recommend the PM for everyday versus the GM is because of the fact it's compact enough to fit in your PM, MM, or even larger size handbag. When it comes to the GM cosmetic pouch, not only is it great for travel, but if you do like to carry a lot of makeup with you or you prefer to carry larger size handbags, this fits perfectly inside of your Neverfull MM, Neverfull GM, or any medium or large size handbags. Whereas if you place it inside of your PM size handbags, it is going to take up significant amount of space. And here's a look at both of the cosmetic pouches inside of my Neverfull and the PM size and the Damia Ebene print. And you guys can get an idea as to how much space the GM cosmetic pouch takes inside of a PM bag in comparison to the PM size. So that's why, again, I recommend the PM for every day. This one would be for your Neverfull MM or your Neverfull GM or any medium or large size handbags that you sport on any given day. It does fit inside of the PM Neverfull, however, it is going to take up a significant amount of space. This is how much space you have left once I remove the PM cosmetic pouch if you decide to go for the GM pouch. So that is something to consider when purchasing the PM or the GM cosmetic pouch. You want to evaluate your handbag collection. If you have more PM or nano size handbags, then I would not recommend the GM cosmetic pouch for every day. The PM will be just fine. So now let's talk about my thoughts and impressions on these cosmetic pouches and if I think they're worth the cost. So let's start off with the PM cosmetic pouch. There was a price increase, so the retail value of $550 or 375 euros is with the price increase. When I purchased this pouch 11 years ago, I paid 205 euros for this piece. I definitely think it's worth the cost. For an 11-year-old piece, as you guys can see, in terms of wear and tear, no issues whatsoever with the canvas. I have yet to have to bring it into Louis Vuitton for repairs, no damage whatsoever. The canvas is in immaculate condition. The only piece of wear on this piece would be on the vachette leather tab. Now, when it comes to this, is due to color transfer, which is something else that I want to talk about. Some of you may be wondering, well, why do I feel the need to have the cosmetic pouch in all three prints? And it's primarily for this reason. Because of the fact the monogram print was the only cosmetic pouch that I owned for quite some time, I used to rock this particular cosmetic pouch inside of all of my handbags, whether it be Damia Azur and Damia Ebene. And unfortunately, I've gotten some color transfer from the interior lining of my Damia Ebene pieces, as well as other different colored handbags. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and invest in all three prints. So expect some color transfer on the untreated vachette leather tab of the monogram print if you are planning on rocking it inside every single handbag. In terms of cost, even with the recent price increase, if you are a makeup lover or you like to carry your makeup with you on the go, I highly recommend investing in one of these cosmetic pouches, because we spend so much money on our luxury handbags. The last thing that I would want would be for my makeup to ruin the interior lining of my handbag, and it's much more expensive to replace the interior lining of your handbag than it is to purchase a cosmetic pouch. So those are my views, and that's my thoughts when it comes to the PM cosmetic pouch. I absolutely think it's worth it. It easily transitioned from a PM to a GM size handbag. Now, unfortunately, the cosmetic pouch is going to take up a lot of space inside of your Nano handbag. It does fit inside of the Nano Speedy. It also fits in the Vanity PM, but just keep in mind that it takes up a lot of space. So if you have a Nano size handbag, I recommend getting the Toiletry Pouch 15 because it's significantly smaller than the cosmetic pouch in the PM size. In terms of if I think the GM cosmetic pouch is worth the price, I purchased mine 6 years ago, and looking at my receipt, when I purchased it 6 years ago, I paid 305 euros for this piece. It currently retails for 450 euros or 675 US dollars with the price increase. When it comes to this one, I would say it depends. Honestly, I don't see myself paying the price that it's valued at if I were to purchase it today, because as I mentioned, I only use it for travel. Prior to the pandemic, I used to travel 3 or 4 times a year. Now that has reduced significantly. given the fact that I only use this for travel, I don't even use this inside of my medium or larger size handbags. If you are only going to use it for travel and you don't carry much makeup, I would say still go for the PM Cosmetic Pouch, because you can also use it for everyday and for travel. If money is not an issue for you and you have the means and you're able to get it and you want to separate your everyday makeup bag from your travel makeup bag, then I would say go for it. But honestly, guys, I wouldn't pay 675 US dollars or even 450 euros for this piece today, given how little I utilize this piece. So I'm super grateful and happy that I purchased it 6 years ago. I paid significantly less for it. So that's the reason why I would say when it comes to the GM Cosmetic Pouch, unless you're going to use it every day, I don't think it's worth the cost. Now, if you are going to use it on a daily basis, then I would say absolutely go for it. You're going to get your money's worth when it comes to this piece. Other than that, I would stick with the PM Cosmetic Pouch. In terms of which print I would recommend, when it comes to the Cosmetic Pouch, if you're not able to get all three prints, I would say to go for the Damia Ebene version, because of the fact you're not going to have to worry about wear and tear on the untreated vachette leather tab or color transfer. Unfortunately, the larger size, if that's the one that you want to go for, is only currently available in the monogram print. You can still get the Damia Ebene, and I've even seen Damia Azur from time to time in the pre-love market. However, just be prepared to spend significantly more than retail for those pieces because of the fact that they are discontinued. That was my review and thoughts and impressions on the Cosmetic Pouch and the GM size versus the PM. Hope you found this video helpful and it helped you make a decision as to which one you should add to your collection. As always, I thank you so much for tuning in to Luxe Paris, and I will chat with you guys on my next video.